then.
Okay then.
Huh?
Hmm? What do you say?
I don't know. I'm
You
so
don't know.
camera shy.
But why?
I don't know.
Are you tired?
No,
I'm tired.
I'm sorry.
What are we doing?
Better the skin.
Hey, y'all let me know if my audio is good because I just got a new camera, a new microphone that plugs into the bottom of the phone here, and I'm not sure if it's working, but it's pretty neat. That's the brand. Is it working? Cool. So it's like a little directional mic. My hands are filthy. Um,
I know too.
and it's got like one of the little windsock things on it. Does it sound better than normal? Is it basically normal like what it always is, or does it sound any better? I've been wanting one of those for a long, long time. It's called a Shure mic. S-H-U-R-E. You can get it on Amazon. So hopefully we'll try to use it if I can remember to and don't lose it in here in the shop somewhere when we're doing vidges. So, me and the sidekick here. Hey Beth, how you? Dude, I bought some more Milwaukee stuff yesterday. I bought 2 more drills and an impact. We pretty much only use Milwaukee stuff because it's just better. So, let me cut the volume up. Emily needs to be building trailers.
I don't think so too.
So we have been waiting on hose reels, story of our lives, and they came in today, our shipment from Titan. And so today, all day long, we've been putting on hose reels, plumbing up, putting all the hose on, and then testing all the systems on all this stuff. The shop was empty, not last Friday, but the Friday before. We did not have a pickup last Friday, but we're having a massive pickup this coming Friday. So basically, we're doing 2 weeks worth of work. So all these mini skid, mini skid, mini skid, Lumimax, mini skid, trailer, 8 gallon a minute gear drive, trailer 5.5 belt, trailer 8 gallon a minute gear drive. You can see it right there. It's a little different than our belt drive. Same performance, same spec, but it's a nice gear drive unit. We having some issues getting enough belt drives of anything in, so that's another option. That way we don't have to delay people, because nobody likes that, right? So what do we got over here? We're finishing up this one. Gonna put a ladder rack on it and it'll be good. Put the last, look at him, we got the leaning tower of aluminum. Got this one to finish up, got this one to finish up, and that'll get us into where we need to be for this week. So I'm trying to get that stuff done tonight so that we can get into here. I'm just gonna let y'all see, like, we gotta finish all that by Friday and then get into all that stuff down there. So hose reels, right? Hose reels. My arm. We have a real deal hose reel. Our fab shop that we're working with, partnering with to develop this, came back and gave us some final numbers, and they were not to my liking at all, not even close. And so we're shopping around. We're trying to work with them to get the price down to where we can be competitive, because obviously I can't sell a $500 hose reel. There's no such a thing, a 12-inch $500 hose reel. So at the current price of what they can do it for, it just wouldn't be, it would not be, we wouldn't make no money on them. And plus, if I said, hey, I'm going to drop real deals on everything that's in the queue instead of Titans, well, the problem with that is our cost of goods is based on that Titan price. So I would lose about $80,000, which we cannot obviously do that. So we're still working with them to try to get the price down to a manageable level so that when we sell one, we actually make a little bit of money on it, not 15 bucks, and make it worth our time. And so that when we add them to the skid, that we didn't just increase the price of the skid by $800 freaking dollars just for basically getting the exact same thing, same quality. Like you didn't get anything else. You just got a real deal instead of a Titan. There ain't nothing wrong with a Titan except you can't get them. So we can't add that much of a cost to our equipment. You know, a little bit we can work with. So we've got some more fab shops. Oh, almost dropped the camera. I can't find my selfie stick, and I can't hold the camera good now because I got this microphone on the back side. So we got some more fab shops that we're talking to, going to get some quotes hopefully this week. For that, I'll let you guys know. I hate to even put a video out about anything because I say in the video they're not available, still working on it, just showing it off, letting you guys see it, and I get like 73,000 emails. Hey, y'all have any real deal hose reels? I just said in the video there ain't none. Obviously when we have some, we will let everybody know. So it may be, you know, a couple months before we get it dialed in. Guys, it's not that hard for a competent fab shop to build a hose reel. It's hard to get them to where they can build, you know, say 250 of them a month, and get it to where they can build them and source all the parts, the bearings, the bushings, the circular disc piece, all that little stuff to get, you know, you ain't no trouble to make one, but when you tell them, I need 250 this month and 250 every month in perpetuity, that's kind of a big deal to figure out the logistics of that. So that it takes a while. You don't just open a manufacturing plant and say, I'm gonna make these. It's a major ordeal to do that. So once we get it dialed in as to who's gonna build them for us and who's gonna, you know, what the exact price point is and how many can we get and all that stuff, you know, it might be the end of the summer before we have any that we can actually sell. It takes a little while, but we want it to be right. There's no issues with the quality of it, but we want everything about it to be right, and you don't stick stuff out there until it's ready. So we can't sell any yet, don't have any. We just have one working prototype, and it's actually over here on a mini skid, and I like it, but we just got to get it to where we can make a business decision out of it. Ain't nothing wrong with this. It's a nice little hose reel. Very, very nice. I want that, but I want a heap of them, and I don't want them at $500 or even close to that. Because if I got $503 in it, I got to sell them for something to make it worth fooling with, right? So ain't nobody going to buy no $550 hose reel. It just ain't going to happen. So we're working on it. I'll let y'all know when we get some progress. Supposed to meet with another fab shop in Roanoke this week. They're actually local. I've tried to do some business with them in the past, and I don't think they understood how big we were, and they kind of blew us off. And now they kind of realize, I think, just the vibe I get is like, oh dang, we shouldn't have blowed y'all off, because we're fairly, you know, when we have a need, it's not just a one-time thing. It's forever. Like the skid frames was actually what I was trying to get them to quote. And we get 6 of these a week, so you know that's a pretty good lick for a medium fab shop, and they missed out on that. So hopefully they'll be interested in doing some business with us and at least give us another quote on the hose reel project. We'll see what happens with that. So yep, we got a heap of stuff to do. Emily come up here to help me tonight, and I got one more skid to finish out before I go home, and then I'll be back up here at 7:30 in the morning. It ain't really that bad. It's not hard work, you know. It's just mounting stuff and putting stuff together, but I basically live in the shop. Just all day live in the shop. Just go home, come back to the shop. Go home, come back to the shop. Everybody from the outside, yeah, ammo for a Lumax. Don't tempt me. It's like this, I'm sure, with you guys as well. You're out there washing, and you know, you're running your own business. And yes, it's cool, and you make good money washing. I mean, you make a couple $100,000 a year, which is crazy. And you're running your own thing, and everybody, first of all, they're going to tell you, they're going to advise you not to do it, right? They're going to try to talk you out of it. Oh man, you don't need to leave your job, blah, 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 blah. And then you do it, and you're successful, and you're doing pretty good. You're making, well, daggum, I'm making really good money. And then it's, oh, well, it must be nice. And they don't understand, to get it to the it must be nice stage, it takes so much work, and it is nice. Like, I wouldn't trade it for going back and clocking in and working for somebody else, but I've never worked so much in my life. It doesn't At least it is your work, right? It is your business that you're building. But at the end of the day, when you're tired and you're ready to go home, and you can't because stuff's got to get done. And this is what people don't see. We run out of a product. We don't have any fill in the blank. We don't have any hose reels. We don't have any whatever it is. And we have to call all these guys in the queue, or I do a video and I say, hey, we're gonna have to delay you a couple weeks, and everybody just freaks out. Well, see, this is what I'm doing to get it done. Is almost 10 o'clock, and we're gonna do. Here's what I know: we're gonna do everything within our power of getting it done. But at a certain point, there ain't nothing we can do. Like I think people think you just have like magical abilities to just like bring stuff falls out of the sky and you just get it done. It's just not that way. It's just like when people call you and they got it's Thursday. My hand is nasty. It's Thursday and they got a dinner party Saturday or Friday night, and they want you to come wash their McMansion, right? And they want a cheap price, they want excellent quality, and they want you to get out there and do it right now in a hurry. And you're like, well, I'm already booked, so I can't. There's nothing I can do. You should have called sooner. You should have gotten the queue. It's just part of it. People, not, I won't say everybody, but a lot of people. What's up, Dabs? Local guy there. Caleb Dabs got a trailer from us. A lot of people it's like they don't want to understand where you're coming from. And it's changed how I look at companies. When I deal with a company, I try to, hey, what's up, Lil Squirt, man? That's good to hear. What'd he say? I got you. It's now when I have an issue with a company, I see things differently because I'm like, daggum, maybe I'm being silly, and they're doing all they can do to make me happy and do right by the customer. I just wonder how many times in my life that I've been the guy that's just sit there and griped at the company I'm the customer, so and that ain't how it works. Sometimes companies do drop the ball and they screw up, but it's there's a lot more work that goes into it trying to make stuff happen, for your customer. But there at a certain point, there's nothing you can do. Well, here's what's really happening. I'll give you all the skinny, give you the lowdown. The industry is growing so fast that the supply chain cannot keep up. It just can't. It can't even come close to keeping up. So when the spring hits and you have all these people that have ordered in December, January, and then the spring hits, there's just not enough components. And then you stack that on top of like COVID and Biden getting in office and prices, everything's going up. It's just very difficult. That's the most stressful part about running Southeast Softwash. It's not, there's nothing else really about it. That we're pretty much a finely tuned machine up here at the shop, but it's the stuff that you don't have control over that your customers don't want to hear that, right? And they want what they want. They want it right now. They don't want no excuses. And I get that to some extent, because if you get delayed getting your skid or your trailer, a month, let's say 4 weeks, that's a ton of lost revenue that you're losing. But at the end of the day, it was like, well, I don't know what to do about it. Like, I wish I had a solution, and like, okay, we're going to make our own hose reels. That's a better solution. You got more control over it, but it takes time to get there. And it takes time to get the price right. And it takes time to get all that stuff sourced. Josh, I actually wanted to do a pre-order sale for the hose reels to get some cash flow for that project, but Emily said it would be a nightmare for her to keep up with, so we're not going to do it. We're just going to wait until we have them ready to go out. Whether it's a month, might be 3 months. I don't know. There's so many things up in the air about it. I could only imagine trying to make something aggravating, like a car. Like, I'm going to open a car factory. I'm going to build cars. Man, it would be a nightmare. There ain't no way I could do something like that. Or a forklift. I'm sitting on a forklift, right? I'm sitting on the forklift. Could you imagine trying to open a factory and build this crap and build 1 billion of them, it would blow. It would just. I ain't no way. There ain't no way. I couldn't do it. It's fun though, you know. It is, and when you guys are, I'm assuming you can relate in your business. Everybody just thinks that they just see you out riding around. You know, oh, he's got it made. He just works for himself, and he just washes houses. He makes a killing. Man, he just got it made. It ain't like that. It's work and it's hassle, and it's a lot, man. It's a lot of stress, especially when you care. Me and Dusty were talking about this the other day. What if we didn't care? It's like we have this much issues and we care. What if we didn't give a flip? It's it would be a mess. McGuire, dude, we're going overlanding this weekend cuz me and Ty are going to the Talladega National Forest. We're going to go up there and do some trail riding. And I want to go do the Georgia Traverse one day. Emily's Lexus is pretty capable, but it's got some slick city tires on there, and it's got a 21-inch rim, so I can't find any all-terrains for a 21-inch rim. But the Lexus is basically a Toyota Land Cruiser. It'll go anywhere. I just can't get no tires for it. So I ain't gonna stay on here too long, guys. I just wanted to hop on while we were taking a break and get back at it here, get this stuff finished up. We do care. Yeah, we be trying to care about it. I just can't imagine like people that halfway do stuff, how many problems they have down the road. You know, back later on, it's just going to catch up with you later. You might as well do the best you absolutely can. We can build like 7 units a week. We could slap together 10, but it wouldn't be right. So we just can't do any more than that. That's all we can do. Is all we can do. We're losing sales right now because of our lead time is 10 to 12 weeks, and it's like I ain't nothing I can do about it. It just is what it is, right? We just do what we can. So we're going to the huge convention. I don't know if any of you guys are going or not, but if you are going, we will see you there. We are going to, is that where I got the name Southern Draw? No, I came up with that by myself. But Dad does have some good videos. Yeah, so we got a booth at the Huge, and I've got to get on the ball this week and try to get a company to design us the actual booth. So we'll be up there. If you guys are going, we'll see you there. We got a big booth, so I'm gonna try to get the old Ford truck in there. My eyes are like watering. Taking a skid. I don't know if we can fit a trailer in there or not. I want to go home and go to bed, but I can't. I got to finish up before I do, so I'm gonna let you guys go so I can do that. Emily's out there in the car because she don't want to be on video. Let's go see. Let's go mess with her. Let's go mess with her. I think she's still here. Oh, she's still here. I may lose Wi-Fi. That Ford Great 6. You don't want to talk to these good people?
I'm dealing with Alyssa. She's got a fever.
Alyssa got COVID. She got that. No, she is sick. All right, you can go home. I'll be right behind you.
Okay.
Bye. Yep. All right, guys. When the pollen stops falling. I hate the dang pollen. The Huge Convention, that's what it's called. The Huge Convention. It's in August. So if you guys, if you can swing it in August, it's in Atlanta. We'll be there. Kind of my first. See you, Tony, man. Good to see you, brother. Be my first, industry thing other than Washathon that we did. I ain't really that stoked about hanging out with a bunch of people in the industry. Like, I don't have any enemies, but I've just decided that I'm just too busy to have a bunch of friends. Like, I got friends. Like, I don't need a ton of washing buddies. I'm good. I'm just too busy. And here's what I know: a ton of drama, a lot of drama. Just too much drama. Just too much. There's a guy that keeps messaging us, wanting us to come to these things and stuff he does, and I'm just like, no, I'm not going, dude. You're just too drama llama. Too much. Can't handle it. Can't do it. Because I ain't got the patience. I ain't got it. Some of y'all on here that know me a little bit, like McGuire, I don't know if he's still on here. Tell him I ain't got the patience, babe. I ain't got it. Yeah, the no drama convention would be great. I just don't understand why we have to be so silly about crap. All right, see y'all later. Hope you have a great week. Be productive. we'll try to get in here tomorrow and knock it out. Once we get past Tuesday, I'll know how the week's going to go. So hopefully it'll be a smooth week. Ton of guys are going to be here Friday. We do have a serious starter at the end of this month, so we'll be in here doing that. Yay for that, and a lot of projects in the works. It's just a bunch of stuff going on. 2021 is going to be a big year for us. I hope we don't go bankrupt trying to do it, but we're holding our head up right now. So hope you guys are having a great year so far as well. Q1's almost done, and I'm looking at numbers, and I'm like, it's go up and down, up and down, up and down. So stay on top of your numbers, guys. Don't let them get past you. We'll see you later. Peace out.